house is a mess right now, so we're gonna try and ignore that. There wasn't a vlog last week, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, we are back this week and it's actually Sunday. I am not feeling the best today, but Joseph and I had already been planning on going to the bike park. He's a big, like, if you're not feeling well, we're not gonna go. But honestly, I usually start to feel better throughout the day and it's gonna take us a while to get there. So I sort of have this thought that, like, if we just go, if I just push through it and we head up the mountain and go to the bike park and ride, by the time we get there, I'll probably honestly feel fine. Like, it usually is worse in the morning and gets better throughout the day. So I'm like, I think I'll probably, if I can push through it, I'll feel good. If I get there and I'm not feeling good, I'm just gonna, you know, tap out. It's not happening and he can go ride and I'll just like hang out at the lodge or whatever, which is totally fine. And then we're gonna go get burritos afterward. Okay, I ended up doing one run and then I was just too exhausted. My heart was just doing weird things, so I'm tapping out after one run, but it was actually really fun. Hopefully I can get back up here before summer's out on a day where I actually feel good and I can actually hit that trail, you know, with more energy. But yeah, it was fun. I'm gonna go get some fries now. Bouncing off my ear. We're just leaving the bike park now and I actually ended up doing one more run, which I'm really glad I did because it was so much more fun. And I think I did a lot better, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did so much better. It wasn't as difficult, and I don't know if it's just because I'm starting to feel better now or if I just needed to get my like practice run out of the way. But now we're heading down the mountain. We're gonna get some post-ride burritos, which I'm very excited about. Working hard on staying within a budget. That's something I didn't really do before. I just sort of shopped and got what I needed, and suddenly it was just one of those things where I'm like, you know what, I have to actually be smart about this and I have to budget because the cost of groceries is astronomical right now and just absolutely ridiculous. So for the two of us, every week I set a budget of $100 for groceries. Aside from 1 week, in the past, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 weeks of doing this, I have only gone over budget one time. So I'm very happy with myself. For all these groceries, I spent about $92. A big reason I was actually able to stay under budget this week is because I went to Costco last week. So the Costco weeks, I budget $200 for all of the groceries, not just for Costco, but for the, you know, Trader Joe's, Costco, anywhere else I need to go to get groceries that week. I budget $200 altogether. And so I did that last week and I was able to get like a lot of protein that I was able to throw in the freezer. So protein, I feel like that part of the meal is always the most expensive ingredient to buy, you know, chicken, meat, anything like that. So yeah, so I have a whole bunch in the freezer right now, and we have some leftovers from a big meal I made last week. So I've got leftovers for like 2 more days for us. So because of all of that, I didn't have quite as much to get this week, so I was definitely able to stay under budget, and I would have stayed more under budget except that Joseph's BMX team, they're celebrating one of the riders' birthdays this Sunday, and I wanted to make like a cake and some lemon bars and things like that. So I did buy a bunch of ingredients to bake a lot of stuff for the weekend. So even with that, I stayed under budget. I am so glad that I had that protein because otherwise it would have been way over budget. I also went to Target and I got some things from the fall collection for Hearth and Hand, and one of the things was this candle, and this one is Harvest Chestnut and it smells amazing. But I thought the container is really cute, the jar it's in is really cute, and we're gonna hopefully fingers crossed, be moving into the bigger house by fall. So I'm kind of excited to like start gathering some things to decorate. And this next thing is actually part of the fall collection, but it's just something that I would probably have up year round. These two pictures, let me take them out. One thing I have noticed is that I really do like the artwork that Magnolia or Hearth and Hand puts out. I don't like all of it, but I have been really liking a lot of what they're doing. I'll show you this one first, because this is one I don't like as much. It's supposed to look like an actual painting, and it's very fall, and you know, it's pretty. It's pretty, but that I bought this like set specifically for this one, which I love. It is super heavy. Like, it's a really nice quality, but it's like this pine tree artwork, and I just thought that was so beautiful, and I would have this up in my house year round. I don't think that's exclusively fall, autumnal at all, but I think it's beautiful, and the quality is really nice. I am very impressed by this. So yeah, so I got those in the candle. Then I also went to Home Depot and I got some paint swatches because I wanted to like put them up for our cabinets for our kitchen. So for our kitchen, we are going to be painting the cabinets white. And originally for me, it was all about Swiss coffee, which is, it's so funny because I feel like that paint color is trending right now. But I've been using that paint color for several years now, even before people started talking about it. So I think it's kind of funny that I ended up choosing a color for our previous apartment, for this apartment, and now for the kitchen cabinets that happens to be a color that's like going viral right now and people absolutely love it. I don't understand how white can go viral, but it's a very warm white color, and I love how it looks in person. But one thing I noticed, and I'm not sure if it's just the reflection from the grass outside or something like this, but whenever I film, the color always pulls slightly green. And I don't get that. And I think maybe it's because it's got such a warm undertone. Maybe that like kind of yellow undertone is reading green if I like take pictures. Like, I always have to, it sounds so dumb, but it's like I always have to like heavily edit my photos to like bring down that yellow saturation so that the walls don't look green. They look white, like they look in person. And it's one of those things where it made me go, okay, I will want to take pictures and video in my kitchen once I do it. So maybe I should pull a few other white colors and see if those look just as nice in person while still like not pulling quite as green. So I ended up going to Home Depot and getting a few other colors. So I did get the Swiss coffee, which you can see is kind of like this. It looks white. It looks white. And I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell the difference. But then this one was winter white. And I think it is a little bit warm, but it's cooler for sure. I don't know if you can tell or not. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to tell it. Like, it's a little bit cooler tone than the Swiss coffee. So this is the Swiss coffee and this is the winter white. I don't know. So I thought, well, maybe a cooler tone is what I need. Yeah, and it's still warmer than like the cabinets I have in here. But I do like the color of the cabinets that are in here. So I grabbed winter white as well. And then I grabbed another one called Polar Bear. And this one, it's sort of in between. It's a little warmer than the winter white, but a little bit cooler than Swiss coffee. So, I mean, you can't really see. It looks like white. They all look like white. But I got a few of those and I wanted to like tape them together and make like a bigger swatch that I can put up on the cabinets, and I'll just like move them around the cabinets around the room throughout like the days to see what they look like in different lighting and everything, and just see if I'd rather have like a brighter white, like more cool brighter white, than the warm white of Swiss coffee, even though I really love that color a lot. So yeah, but the exciting thing is very soon we're going to actually be renovating the kitchen. We actually have family in there right now. They're here from out of town and they've been staying there for a while, and so our plan is once they head out, we're gonna just jump right in there and start doing as much as we can. They're heading out tomorrow, I might even get in there and start like taking doors off and everything tomorrow or the next day. So Joseph and I are going to New Hampshire at the end of this month, and then right after that I have a business trip that I'm going on. So I don't know how much we're actually gonna be able to get done this month of the house, just because we're gonna have all these, for me, I'm gonna have all these trips going on. So yeah, so that's why I'm gonna try and get in there this week and start doing some things, and just trying to get as much done as I can, so that when I come back from my business trip in September, I can actually like get started on a whole bunch of stuff. And Joseph and I are actually going to go away to a hotel just for one night. It's like got a nice pool and everything there. So we thought it'd be kind of fun little like summer getaway just for one day. So yeah, things are coming along. I forgot to mention, I got some boxer shorts from Amazon. I have no idea how they're gonna fit. I'm scared, but I wanted to get them in more fall colors, because here in California it stays very hot even in the fall, and so frequently I'm wearing like a sweatshirt or a sweater over shorts. That's kind of like the look. So I decided to go with like a brown gingham, and then this is like a forest green gingham, which I thought was cute, so I'm gonna try these on. Okay, look how cute. It fits. They fit. They're a little wrinkly, but they fit. Adorable. I love it. Here's the green. You guys, I cannot stress enough how things just do not fit me in the hips. I don't know if it's because I'm working out more or what, but like my waist is very small compared to my hips. There's a 13-inch difference, so it makes it very difficult to get pants that fit, because they'll fit perfectly in the waist, and but I can't even like they pull across the hips, like, you know, like that, and it looks bad. But these, I actually have room. I'm gonna link these below because they are adorable. These are gonna be so cute. Oh, there's even a little button. I love that. Gives that full kind of effect of them being like boxer shorts. These are so cute. I love them. I'm definitely taking these on our camping trip next month for sure. Yay. Renovation is beginning. So I'm starting off by taking off all of the cabinet doors, and then over here on the table, what I'm just doing is I am putting them here, taking the hinge or the hardware off, and then I'm going to prep them, sand them and everything, prep them for paint. I'm going to just continue taking doors off of hinges off of doors, all of that. So yeah, this is day one of kitchen renovation. I'm very excited. One thing I did forget to mention is I am actually labeling all the doors. So I'm putting like a blue piece of tape, marking it with a number, and then down below where that door is supposed to go, I'm putting the same number down below. And I am gonna put like a paper down here at some point before I start painting the frame part. But then I'm just gonna remove this and put that on top of the paper, or like put it back here or something, somewhere where it's like aligned with the door, so I know that the numbers go together and where this door is gonna go when it has to go back. So that's what I did with everything basically. Same with the drawers and all of that, so yeah. But that's just how I'm gonna stay organized, because there are a lot of doors that are like, all of those are the same size. So it's like, I just don't want to get things confused and mixed up, and I'm pretty sure those are the same size as the ones above or similar. It's just going to be so much easier if I keep everything organized. So when I paint these, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these off and put them on the, like above the door on the work surface that I'm painting on, so that once it dries, I can put it back on. So I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, that's just sort of how I'm keeping everything organized right now.
multiple days. So I'm actually at 2 o'clock right now. I'm going to show you guys how I've been doing it because it's so good. First up, you'll know I need to tell you too because they have specialty coffee syrups today. Like not a super specific. Undeniably 10 out of 10. It's like the most mess you've ever seen in your whole life and it's so satisfying. I can like feel such difference. I wanted to show you guys this book that I've.
It's a couple days later. We actually had a really good time on our little overnight getaway. I totally forgot to bring my vlog camera, but that was actually fine because it was really nice just sort of like take time and relax. I took a few videos with my camera and that was it, but it was really fun, super relaxing, just what we needed. It's time to go to Home Depot because I have to get paint, which I'm really excited about. Paint for the cabinets, paint, primer, what else, stuff for sanding, brushes, things like that. So I'm gonna go to Home Depot, and then once I've got all that, I can start working on hand sanding the edges of the doors, just because of the way they're, yeah, you'll have to see. So I'm gonna run to Home Depot, and then we are going to get started on sanding.
So that's where they said the walkway and ended up slipping and falling off the way to draw.
So basically what I'm doing is I'm going in with, this is 180 sandpaper and it's for prepping, and then I've got a 220 for finishing to make it just like as smooth as possible. So the reason I have the hand, I've got an electric one that I'm going to be using, but the reason I got the hand one is because of all the like small detail areas. This is just where the electric sander is just not going to get into, so I have to go over that by hand, and I have like probably 30 or more to do, so that's gonna take me a little while, but fun. I'm just listening to the Fairly Odd Sisters podcast and trying not to think about how much work I have to do on this. Okay, so it took me like 45 minutes to do 2 of these small panels. So this is not working. Clearly, it's literally going to take me days just to sand the edges, not to mention sand the flat parts and all of the cabinetry. It's just not going to work. I don't have the time. I don't have the time or the patience, honestly, to do that. But Joseph came to the rescue because he said he has a Dremel that can do these sort of like detail corners. So he has that at his shop, so he's gonna grab that and we're gonna get like little attachments or whatever that we need for that, so that this can go by way faster, and then we can just use the electric sander for the bigger flat pieces. So that'll save me a bunch of time, but this was a pain in the butt and I hated it. So yeah, but that's that is it for today. But I think I'm actually gonna end this vlog here. It's getting pretty long, I think, but I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all of that. Follow me along on this renovation journey because I'll be filming more of that for next week's vlog. And then also next week we're going to New Hampshire, which is really fun. So I might be filming some stuff for that. I don't know, we'll see if I can fit the camera in my carry-on. But I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks for watching.